Okay, as I mentioned to you last time, I think the time has come for me to do this video, for the particularly for the older people, but it's good for all of us, because these exercises, stretches we're going to do is going to be actually us being so close to Mother Earth, like your body is on the ground, flat, and it's taking care of all of your body parts. Okay, so it is a good way to connect yourself to the ground when you are doing it. Actually, it's even better than standing up, because when you think about it, most of our day is spent on our feet, right? We go to work and all that, but there's a rest period of at least 12 hours, which is half of our day is spent on actually resting. So whether it's be sleeping or relaxing, it's always better for you to try and get as close to the ground as possible. So okay, so I reckon this is even better than standing up, and it's particularly for the people who don't have the flexibility or the ability to be able to stand up and do an exercise. This is the ideal way of doing it. So on that note, I'll start doing this. It's going to be a little bit of a windy day, but it doesn't matter, be it, you'll be able to hear me anyway. So yeah, let's start and go through the nice exercises you can do to keep yourself fit and healthy. Okay, so first, of course, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter one, because I'll have to tell you that you've got to do at least a minimum of 20 each movements, and then repeat that at least 2 times, okay, to get the, it's a good benefit out of it. So the longer the better. I really go on for quite a few, repeats, and also I do them sometime up to 50 to 100, and depending on how much time you got and how your body feels. Okay, so yeah, so make sure that you do at least 20. So first, you lay yourself on a nice mat, yoga mat. Unfortunately, it's a little bit got the bead sand and everything, but who cares? Lay yourself down. Then what you are basically doing is you just scan your body for about, say, at least a couple of minutes, right, by closing your eyes and basically letting yourself melt into this beautiful earth, Mother Earth, and then close your eyes and scan from head to toe the whole body, so you can feel where your real issues are, where your pains are, and all that you'll be able to see or feel by actually doing the scans up and down. Just stop at every little part, like, piece by piece, part by part. Okay, right, so once you've done that, then basically you're ready for your exercises. So the first one, you start with obviously your feet. So you lift your leg up like that. So like I said, it's all 20, so I'm going to stop in 5 or so. Okay, so first you go the foot going up and then down, all the way down, a full nice stretch, okay, of 20, and then you're rotating clockwise and also anti-clockwise, 20 each, and then you give yourself a good shake, a leg, and then drop it down. Okay, this is something that this exercise actually give you pretty much a immediate reward benefit. You don't have to wait for long. So even a little bit like that, and checking your leg and dropping it down, you feel like that particular leg will feel lighter. Trust me, do it and see. Okay, so on the left leg, the same thing. You lift it up, support your leg, and go up and down 20, rotate 20, rotate 20 the other way, give it a good shake, right, and then drop it down. And then always when you finish one exercise, it's always good just to give it a few seconds, do a nice stretch, and go back to the next one. Right, so the next one is you lift your legs, both legs up slowly to the middle, close to your bum, and then you lift both knees up, hold it on top, and you start rotating your hip around. Okay, so you go 20 that way. I don't know whether it's clockwise or anti-clockwise, but yeah, that way, one way, and then the opposite direction, 20. So both you do 20, right? When you're doing this, you should be able to feel your tailbone on the ground. So that's above your hip, just underneath your back frame, I guess, just on both sides. Okay, you'll feel that. You can touch it, and it's like two little knobs, but yeah, that's what you're wanting to massage against the ground. And as you do this, right, the more the better, you'll start to feel that bit, if that's been hurting you, your back hasn't been too good. But if you do this and you can get that painless, oh my God, your body is pretty much, your legs are good to go. That's how good that exercise is, okay? So once you've done that, then you can stop, relax for a minute, bring it up again. Then this time, both knees together, you rotate it. Oh, nearly fell there because the ground is not even. You go that way together, 20, and the other way, 20. I've done lots of this today, so I'm just doing it again for the video's sake. Right, so 20 that way and 20 that way. Right, more the better. And once you finish that, you can just put your leg down and then bring it down, okay? And rest for a while. Always remember to stretch a bit, which is always good. Then, okay, bring your hands together, and then that way, then you bring your legs up again. Now, one thing we're going to do is like a little stretch for your groin area. So what we're going to do, bring your legs up, and then drop one left leg down, bring your right knee up to your, as close as possible to your chest. Don't hurt yourself, don't pull it too hard, don't strain. Your breathing has to be always good. So I'm talking now, so you can say I've got no breathing problem. Okay, so breathe easy. That's always the right thing to do with yoga. Never strain yourself. And then drop your left hand to one side, and then bring your knee to the other side. So it's stretching this part, the groin section, really well. Okay, so remember, both that's 20 and that 20. And then you can also move your head in the opposite direction, which will give you your next stretch here. So, okay, 20, and then bring it up to your, bring your hands together, hold it, and then you can stretch it out this way and hold it for 20, right? So this will be very good for your core, especially for your stomach. It tightens your stomach muscles. So give that 20, give it 50, 100, whatever you can do is good, and slowly bring that down. And then you do the same with the next leg. So bring it up, hold your knee, your hands, let it stretch, move your head to the right, hold it there for 20, bring it back over, hold it, and then stretch it out, hold it for 20, drop it down, and that's good, okay? So, and then, another thing I forgot to is, it's also lots of things you can add to it, but it's, when I'm doing this, it's quite actually funny because you do miss a bit because I'm hurrying it up, right? Now, there's another thing that I could have done after those rotation, if you remember, right? Now what you do is pretty much hold your legs and you just swing yourself to left and right, okay? But you're not going to force yourself pulling this down, just go with your body weight. In other words, you're just going to enjoy like little kids playing, right? So get back onto the mat, and then you just let yourself fall down that way, let yourself fall down that way, let yourself fall down. This is really good for your back, okay? The tailbone, everything really presses against the ground and stretches nicely. So yeah, that's another thing you could have done, okay? All right, so now where were we? So we've done, brought it up, stretched both legs. That's good. The groin part has really been stretched. And the next one, same thing. You bring your two knees up, both knees, hold them up like that way, and then basically let your both keep your head straight in this, because in the middle, and let your legs drop to both sides. So let's let the gravity take its course. Don't push anything, but don't hurt yourself either, because this is how, if you remember, I don't need chicken anymore, but this is how we used to break the chicken legs, right? You just pull them apart. So yeah, so careful that you don't hurt yourself, but it's stretching these two parts. So yeah, hold it that way for 20, bring it together again. You can stretch it out and hold it for 20, okay? So that's that. Brilliant.